enter. So just waiting now.
Is it yours questions, Q&A?
I'll start
Yeah.
posting the other questions. The first one that I posted.
Is this question from our what are the best practices, yeah? For social content in terms
That
of
is
posting?
from Andrew Turner, yes.
In terms of posting rate and types of content, what are the best practices of social? Okay, it's easy. Reels plus carousels. Oh, we have.
This, yeah, and we already had a question actually that we were going to answer that's like that. I'm just posting now some other questions. Oh, hi, Rick. Welcome.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? We're happy to have you here.
Happy to be here.
We are going to get started in a couple minutes, just waiting for a couple more people to trickle in. If you have a question you want answered, just open up the Q&A chat. It should be in the top left corner. And you should be able to post a question there if you have one. We're going to start out just talking about some general practices for digital marketing strategy, and then we'll get into the other questions.
Sounds good.
We'll get started in a couple minutes. Henry Nuari, if you have any questions you want to put up, you can go for it, and then we can also answer those. I need some waiting room music. We talked about this last time. I don't know how we even do that, though. Maybe you can sing us a song, Rick.
Yeah, you don't want me singing a song this morning.
It's all right.
We can turn on a rap song from
Oh my gosh, the Christmas rap.
Yeah.
We should do like Christmas in the summer.
Yeah.
That would be great. Henry, have you seen the rap video that we put together?
No.
You gotta go. Oh man, you're missing out. Rick, you too. I can send the link here if you guys want to check it out in the meantime.
Yeah, please do.
All right, 1 second.
Guys, come on, it's not even Christmas season yet. You have to wait until at least
It's Christmas in July.
You have to wait until at least October.
It's in July. To find it. Let me find the one from last year. The one that I'm actually featured in, the one that we did last year, most recently. Okay, let's see.
I guess I do have a question. Should I type it out or should I just ask it?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, go ahead and put it in the Q&A. We'll probably get started in a minute at like 12:05. People might just have to arrive later if they're not unavailable. Maybe they're stuck in a meeting. Let's see. So I guess, Rick, you're the star today. You just get a personalized consultation, basically.
Yeah, really.
I posted the link to the rap video in the chat. Henry, can you post it in the Q&A? Do you see the Q&A button on the top?
Oh,
maybe only I have it.
That are just amazing. The next
was
time
so
I see Neil, I want him wearing that jacket.
He wears that like every year. We always have a Christmas party, and he wears it every year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Alrighty, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna share my screen for a moment and just share a little bit about us. Okay. So I'm honestly just going to keep this screen up. This is our future Q&A sessions. If you want to attend in the future, every month we do kind of a different topic. Last month, I believe we did SEO. And this month we're talking about digital marketing strategy. Of course, if you have other questions, you can always ask. Next month, I don't remember what the topic is going to be. Do you remember, Boba? All right. Well, we'll
As we
send you.
schedule, you know, as we scheduled it like 3 months ago, we already forget about it. Yeah, but you will see it in newsletters and your level invite you personally.
Yes. I'm actually going to go back. Oh, just kidding. These are some of the services we provide, which we have expertise in. We have a 15-person marketing team here at Klik Digital with developers, social media managers. We have researchers. We have our videographer, designers, everything you can imagine that is necessary for a marketing team. And so we offer all of these services: managed hosting, managed SEO, email marketing, social media management. I would say our strong suit is definitely in SEO, building websites, bringing leads through your website. And of course, Nuari is our videographer. He's here today to answer some questions. If you have any questions about video or social media strategy, he's great at that. Henry is also here today. He wears a lot of hats. He does everything from email marketing to design to strategy. And then we have Vova here. We call him Vova as a nickname. His name is Volodymyr. But he is also someone who wears a lot of hats. I think his expertise is in strategy. So we have a lot of good people here today to talk about this. And I am Julia, and I do a lot of event planning for Klik Solutions and Klik Digital. I do, I help all these people, lovely people that are here with our strategy and everything in between. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Some of the questions here.
Yep.
Let's start with the first one. This is from Andrew Turner. He couldn't be here today, but I told him we can, and this is the same for you, Rick. If you ever can't be here, just sign up anyways, and we can send you the recording afterwards. We're also going to post it on YouTube, so you can view it there in your free time. So to get started, what are oh my goodness, hold on.
The best practices for social content in terms of posting rate and types of content.
Yes.
So unfortunately, we don't have today our social media expert, Alina, but I will reply for this question. So in general, if we're talking about social content, the best type of content now is a video content like Reels, Shorts, TikTok. But you also need to understand that we have, like in general, 3 different types of content. If we're talking, for example, about Instagram, we have this video content like Reels. To get organically get more traffic on your page and grow your profile organically. Second one is carousel posts, when you can share your expertise or share some useful things for people, how they can solve your problem. And the third type of content is stories, when you communicate with your current audience and try to reach them. So you have 3 types. First type of content, to reach more people and generate more followers. Second, to share expertise and make like proofs for them to follow you. And the third one, to communicate with them regularly. And you also need not to forget about call to actions to activate people in your funnel, not just to post in something and they will only like it, engage in social media, but not interact with you, and you will not achieve your business goals. So not to forget about why you using these social medias and why you're posting this content. And also not to be upset if you have low amount of views and on the beginning and low amount of followers, because even 100 followers, if you imagine this number of audience in offline, in one room, it's a lot. So even 100 people, it's already huge
It's a good
audience.
short term. It's a good
Yeah.
goal for
Yeah.
short term.
Yep.
Vova, can you explain what a carousel is, what reels are,
Yep.
what a story is? Because some
Yep.
people don't know exactly what those terms are.
Yep. So on most social medias now, they provide you opportunity to post like stories. It's like a Snapchat originally, shorts.
It's only available for 24 hours.
Yep, it's only
Yes.
available for 24 hours. And this type of content that you can make some notifications. It's like images or videos that you can post, and only people who are following you can see it. So you cannot reach not followers from your stories. And to reach more people, you're trying to use most popular and engaging content. It's a video. It's a vertical type of videos like TikTok, Shorts, and Reels. So this type of content could generate a big amount of views. So you can easily, organically, without any budget, show your content for big amount of audience. And carousel posts, it's like or combination of video and images or just images. So it's like a small presentation, inside social media. So you can share some useful content there.
Carousel is like when you can swipe to see pictures in one square post. So there should be, you can put up to 20, I think, in one post, which is super convenient, and it keeps people looking at what you have there.
Yep. And people in their feeds, in recommendations or in their feeds, they can see not only the first one, but if they not engage with the first, for example, image, algorithm can share again this carousel, but for example, with fifth slides. So system analyzing what slide generating, for example, likes or stop scrolling and showing it more. Also now, with latest updates on Instagram, for example, you can analyze what exact slide generate you like or comment or some other engagement, for example, sharing or saved. So before you can analyze only in general carousel or posts.
So can you also, maybe Vova or someone else, talk on also posting rate? So the rate at which you should post to social media, like 2 times a week, 1 time a week, what time of day maybe is the best?
Yeah, no, I can try to answer this question. So, like everything in marketing, it depends, but you should analyze your current audience. So imagine you have already 100 followers. You have a lot of analytics data inside apps in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And you can see what's the best time for posting of your actual current audience, because for people who will you will reach out of your followers, you don't care about the timing. They will see this content maybe in few days after you post it. But for people who are already your followers, you can analyze them in the system and check, for example, they're active on Tuesday and Thursday at the evening, and you can share it on Tuesday and Thursday at the evening, or they're active more on Saturdays morning, and you will post more content in this time. And it depends on business type, type of audience, and so on and so on.
All right, let's maybe move on to the question that Henry put in the chat.
Now, where is it?
It says, how do I start advertising my website on Google Ads? And what is the smallest dollar amount I can implement to launch Google Ads campaigns? Now, Henry, do you have the answer to this question?
No, I have a client. I do web design, and I have a client. I just built him a very nice website. He wants to test Google Ads, see if there's any traffic that will come, because he doesn't want to do cold email marketing. He doesn't believe in it necessarily. So he wants to rely on Google Ads to try to bring in like organic traffic. So I'm kind of new to the whole Google Ads thing. I believe in, finding free outlets to market, social media, what have you, emailing. So I'm just curious if there's like any advice you guys can give me, and how much I can quote him as a starting to start, I guess.
Okay. Okay, Henry. So you're going to know about budget, that amount of budget they need to invest in advertising yet to get some results expected. Yeah. Okay. Estimate budget. So in Google Ads account, when you're creating campaigns, they have their internal keyword planning tool. This tool helps PPC specialists to analyze the amount of expected clicks campaign could generate on each keyword. So PPC specialist making keyword research, then analyzing it in keyword planner, and then after this system showing what budget you need to be on the to win the bid, so what bid for click you need to set in the system to win the auctions, and then you can just multiply for 1 month or so like date range and have this estimated budget. But Google, now they suggesting you performance max campaign. It's like almost fully automated. You just bringing it some banners and keywords, and it's automatic launching campaign. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Oh gosh. It's okay. This is real life.
Yep. And for people like Google Ads campaigns, most of time. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Yep. And you need to and Google suggesting you huge amount, especially in United States. So it could suggest you like to have some results like $10,000, but you can get results even with $1,000 or $2,000. Yep, sorry guys. And you can, but it needs more hard skills of your PPC specialist, because he will make a lot of manual work, like exclude some keywords, manually checking, create campaigns, for example, for some small group of special keywords, like just for 3 keywords in some region, he could create a special campaign to manually control the bid rate. And in this case, you can, for example, turn off keywords that are because of season, for example, or new competitor on the market that have a big budget. they can share more highest rates for bits, and you will lose this, and you need to turn it off in advance, just not to make this competition with them. So, and yeah, there are a lot of work of PPC specialist, and you just need to analyze it in PPC planner and keyword planner, and
So
that's all.
basically,
Does Klik Digital have an expert in PPC?
Yep, we have it.
Okay. Okay.
so basically, yeah, Henry, reach out to them.
Yeah.
But
I will.
basically, it sounds like what you're saying, Boba, is that it depends on the budget, the industry, what keywords you're trying to rank
Yep,
for.
a
You
region.
have to do some research before you can really find out.
Yep. You need to tell specialist region, keywords, and he will. No, Google already have a lot of data, and you can predict for almost 100% the budget you need to get results. But to make this budget lower, you need to make more efforts. It's not like prediction that you will get this amount of leads, because clicks is not a leads. You can generate clicks on the website, and then you also need to improve conversion rate of your page, of your website, analyze UX, UI, everything, and yeah.
So Rick, if you have any questions at any time, feel free to jump in. You can unmute or put your question in the chat. Totally up to you. We do have a list of questions we're just going to go through, but feel free to jump in at any time.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Next
So
question.
let's go to which websites or apps should I use first to tell people about my business? That's a really good question. It does depend on, once again, your industry, what your purpose of posting is. I'm actually curious to hear from Nuari about this, because you always have lots of questions and ideas about where to post, how to post, why, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I think that I was actually listening to a podcast that was talking about this the other day. I think Instagram is a really good platform, and I know TikTok is like a lot of people talk about TikTok being good for organic reach. I think Instagram is good because not only can you actually have put ads on Instagram, and from what I know, the ads are really uh, a lot of people like the Instagram ads, but you can also just get good reach on the explore page. So I think for a business, it's a really good opportunity in the beginning because you can utilize both of those strategies. Also, Instagram, there's lots of tools that you can use. For example, one of them is a tool called Mini Chat, where you can basically, if you have a normal video, a technique that some businesses use to get leads is they'll have someone comment a specific word. So maybe if you comment info, you'll get a free resource to their DMs. And then from there, you can sort of just get more people to look at your stuff. And I think, yeah. So for me, I would say Instagram is one of the best websites or platforms, yeah, to let people know about your business. Does that answer the question enough, Julia?
I think so. I
Maybe
think
we
it
can
might
go.
be interesting to talk about oh, okay, go ahead, Boba.
Thank you, Julia.
Mhm.
Yeah, I also can add that it depends of type of business, like it's B2C or B2B. And also it depends of, so you can, for example, use all of social medias and have a website, but still you need to have good your target audience research to understand their habits and how they spend their time and where. And like, it's funny to try sell directly in Instagram, like sending a lot of messages for B2B in B2B segment when you have a high check products, services or products. And it's also funny to sell some, for example, cosmetology products in LinkedIn, where people like more focused on business communication. And you need to really but you could have accounts and use all of the platforms, but to understand why you are doing it and how you will use it. And our topic today is it's marketing strategy, and it's like the first point when you should understand what not to do, and why you will not to do it. So not about there are a lot of tools, a lot of tactics, a lot of possibilities how you can promote your business, but you should understand what you will avoid and why you're using each tool, service, and how you communicate with your audience and how you share your brand identity and your positioning, how you what is your
Like how you want to
place?
present yourself.
Yeah, and what is
Yeah.
your place on the market? Like it's a main goal. And after this, you can use any of apps that are use it possible in internet.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
good point, depending on what type of business you are. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. What type of business you are, how you want to position yourself is something you should define before, deciding what social media you want to use, how you want to use it. I always think that, I mean, like we said, video is king. Like everyone should be posting videos, whether it's, something funny or informational or a case study, or those are, I mean, three really good examples of what you could or should be posting to social media. Recently, we've been doing a lot of case study work. So we take, I mean, you guys yourselves could just take a look at a review you might have on Google and put it into ChatGPT or some other AI bot and say, hey, take this and write a case study blog for me. And it'll do that. And of course, double check, make sure everything is accurate. If you don't want to use the name of the business or personal names, don't use that. But you can make a blog post easily from that. Ask it to make you an email sequence campaign or social media posts. It's very, very useful to utilize AI. We'll actually have a session coming up where we go more in depth about that because it's so useful. But we're also making now videos, short videos where we're talking about case studies and examples of success. People want to see that you've been successful and that other people think that you are good at what you do. So that's important. All right,
Yes. And looking at I think looking at like who the ideal, I guess you could say customer or the ideal like viewer is, and making whichever platform you pick, making content that like that specific person, that specific type of person would be looking
Mm-hmm.
at. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's a good rule to follow.
Okay.
Yeah, also there are not only type of content, if we're talking about videos, there are a lot of types of these videos, a lot of formats, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
actually, like ways how to share the same information. It could be in format of podcast, in format of some, when you're calling to your competitor, like not your competitor, but like some imaginal competitor asking for something and this replies don't satisfy you as a customer. And then you're suggesting your product, it could be in different way, but the same. And what you need to understand, like what is your what features to highlight, even if it is impossible to find something new, you can focus on like just one feature that maybe all of the competitors already have, but you will highlight it and you will be a specific company that with
Yeah,
this
something that makes you unique. Yeah.
And I think also a good thing to add on, I guess the last thing that I'll add would be it's not to like underestimate how important the research is that you do. So that would be like knowing the market, knowing who your audience is, and then knowing like your own business because a lot of the times there's techniques for content on social media for your business, and some things don't apply always depending on what you're using. If you're using Facebook versus if you're using Instagram, and depending what your business is, you may not need certain techniques. For example, like when you're creating content, there's hooks, there's in video, there's the quality of the video. So depending on what your business is, you may not need some of those things.
Yeah, so I also gonna add that Noari make a good point about researches. So, like in general, you should understand what you are selling, for whom you are selling, and then how. And it is a marketing strategy, if you're talking about in general. You should understand your product and, if you're a business owner, you're the greatest marketer in your company. You understand your product and you can sell it easily because if you try to find some very experienced marketer and pay him money and he will promote it like you, no. And you just need to understand that you should explain and share that all your teammates should understand what you're selling and why and how you solve people's problem. Then, if you understand internal team, it's like people on your production, for example, understand what you're selling and why. People on sales team, marketing team, and you on C-level, for example, understand. Then you can analyze market and audience. To analyze audience, it's like if I'm not mistaken, we have question how to validate my ideal audience when I'm starting from zero. Yeah, I can now
Yeah, I just
explain.
realized we were pretty much talking about that already. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So for customer research, the best way is interviews, some surveys. So you can or create a Google form or create some survey and other services and share it with your friends and ask them to share it with their friends. It's one way. But other type is like, you can type questions you're gonna that's how people try to find the way of solving their problem that you are trying to solve. You can type it in YouTube and then find videos and with some tips, or because there are a lot of already existing competitors or somebody who's solving this problem in different ways. If you're thinking that you don't have competitors and you have a unique product or service, you're wrong. Maybe you don't realize that people solving this problem just a little bit other way, and they don't even need your solution. So you go into comments and just reading it, and there you can find there a lot of questions, replies, some insights, when people sharing their thoughts about this video and about these problems. Also Quora is also that when people sharing the questions, replies, some forums, even old one, and you need to make this research to understand how people spelling this problem, how they actually what they have in their mind, because you can be like with some professional deformation, and you can have your own vocabulary and don't understand that people actually don't know about this wording. They don't understand that cannot even match in their mind this word with the solution. They don't understand that they actually need it, and you need to be very specific in it. So other way, also you can no, like, you know, if you are selling product, you can go to the shop, stay near this product, and just spying for people, you know, how they choosing products, what they on what you know, signs they paying attention when they choosing this product, what they how they make these decisions, and then you can create jobs to be done. It's like, you know, the student who are fed off some boring, I don't know, accommodation and going to go somewhere to and find work, and you so you can find some real people problem, how, and not just in general, like and guys here, Rick, could you please share what type of business you have? Maybe I can create this.
Henry,
Yeah, or Henry, maybe you can share
what
this.
industry or type of client is your
Industrial and commercial cleaning services.
Cleaning services, yep. So for example, it could be business owner that don't satisfy of the current cleaners, yeah, in industrial, and already trying to find internal like team to do it, and you can find it with some directories with work offers, you know, and, or you can, for example, some types of employees in this company who checking the result, so they already understand that they should ask, for example, company to change current company that they providing the services. So and you can describe like up to 100 these types of people that are not satisfied or boring or doing something like they do, just like to go to your company and see different different people and their needs, you know, and describe it in a very precise way, not just like women that needs this. It's not a description of target type of audience. So yeah, interviews, surveys, jobs to be done, and go to comments. Even, you know, if maybe some applications trying to solve the same problem, or some software as a service companies try to solve this type of problem, or some even you can go to Google My Business profiles and try to find the reviews, but people try to avoid to have bad reviews. So reviews on Google, on Facebook, it could be cleaned up. And the better way is comments, when people are just sharing their thoughts.
All right, Niwari put a question in the chat. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
How do you
please.
balance creative risk with ROI accountability? It's a very good question. Niwari, can you explain that a little bit more? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, like what are some like techniques to balance? Like a lot of times, like when you're looking at an investment, like in specific marketing, you may want to know like what is my ROI going to be? And so like what are some good techniques to like, I guess, mental techniques to sort of give yourself reason to invest in a specific thing, strategy.
So
Does that make sense? Or do you want like specific?
I'm a little confused. Henry, do you get the question? Maybe you can touch on it. Okay.
So can I like have one question to, if I understand it's right? So you're talking about not to invest a lot of, for example, creativity because it's
Like how much
Well,
time to invest in
yeah.
creativity and if
Yeah,
it's worth the
yeah, if you have a business, if you have a business that wants to grow, you
Mhm.
want to invest in a specific type of marketing. Maybe it's a new style of marketing. It's a
Mhm.
you want to branch out,
Mhm.
you want to branch out creatively. How can you justify that return on investment that you might spend on marketing in a specific type of way?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's you know, it's like
Yeah.
philosophy. It's a philosophy, you know. It's
Mhm.
quite deep. It's maybe a question about, you know, real art
Well, I
and
think you
mark.
have to set. Can I touch on this really quick?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
I think you have to set goals and set uh analytics and data, set up a data or chart or whatever that you want to look at and analyze um what the risks are, what return you might get if you invest in this, how much time you're spending into it, and what results you're looking for, what the timeline is for that, um, and when you should, maybe stop doing that because it's not worth it. So set up kind of goals and results that you want to come out of this.
Okay, so like KPIs almost in a certain
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
yeah, I like to understand, is this thing actually working or is it not?
A lot of like milestones and like waypoints along the way, so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
see. That's a good answer. Thanks, Julie.
Hmm. Hmm. Bova, did you have, or Henry, anything else?
No, yeah, I can just add that it's not all case from the first view on this question. It's like for me, it was like comparison of art and marketing. Like when you need to understand that maybe it will be great, some piece of content or great product, you know, but you need to sell it. And if you will focus on how to sell it, it could be not the huge creative piece of art, you know. It will be something that you can sell, and you need to keep in mind that what you're trying to do to build something specific, new, but nobody will buy it, maybe because it's something very new, or it will be something that people already. Oh, sorry. Uh-huh.
No worries, Rick. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. And marketing strategy is also about this. You need to plan, test, and test faster. So if you need to invest a lot of some piece of content, it's not your goal in the beginning and even continuously. You need to test something, not to spend a lot of budget for this. And if it has results, you can move this way and invest more because
Yeah.
you already see the results. Yeah.
Like,
So
I guess another way to put it, if it's still confusing, is like, let's say you have like in a specific example of something that like me, for example, like I might deal with would be if you have like, let's just say like someone who's into real estate or a real estate company, and they've been typically doing commercials over the past whatever amount of years, X amount of years, commercials on it on television, but you may suggest branching out into content on social media, and they maybe you're hesitant for that. That would be an example of like balancing like a creative risk, I think, with like the return. Like what return would they get? So I think,
So I would
yeah,
almost
that-
incorporate like the example that Henry gave with his client that wants to do
hmm,
PPC ads. That's something new that they want to try out
yeah,
and they have a small budget. So I guess that's kind of
exactly.
like what you're saying. Um, how do they justify the spend on that?
I would say
Yeah.
they have a really small test budget that they want to throw at this, like sub $1,000. That's why is it even worth it, or are they essentially
Mm,
throwing away this initial investment? Like, will they
right.
see
And that's when you
anything
need to do
at all?
research first, I think, is really the
And
thing
yeah.
there.
And also maybe looking at what their end result is. Like if a company wants more money and they want to like it's a lot more money, it's like millions
Hmm.
of dollars, and you look at how much you like want to put into it, is it worth like
They want clients on retainer that get, frequent cleaning services for their facilities. So like monthly, bi-weekly, that's what they want. They don't want, they're trying to stay away from one-time service clients. They want clients who will,
come back.
frequency.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I don't know if PPC would be right for that.
And I'm trying to, another dilemma I'm running into is they are pushing social media, but I don't know how to politely tell them what is the interesting angle that you can promote as a cleaning company on social media. You know what I mean?
Something satisfying cleaning videos are super popular.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
actually. Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Okay. No, that's a great point.
Are you talking about like ASMR type cleaning videos? Like
the power washing, driveway power washing.
Yeah.
The other day I
Dirty
spent
rug.
like 5
didn't even
minutes
think about
watching a
that.
guy
Wow.
power wash his driveway.
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean,
Henry,
easy,
bring
yeah.
it to life.
I'm definitely going to. I didn't even think about that, so I'm going to mention that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like even there are some some like I don't know X number million blogger on YouTube that just asks people for free, like cleaning some homes, but they recording it, and
I have a follow-up question to this. How do I convert? Let's say I implement this satisfying, social media videos. How do I convert those clients into paid website viewers? How do I do that?
So you will reach more people. They will subscribe on you. They will view more and more of your videos, and they will feel like they know you better. And if they need something, so like your services, you will be the first idea in their minds. Then you can have other type of content like carousels or just posts when you sharing some offer or sharing some 5 mistakes people doing when they trying to find cleaners for commercial, I forget, buildings.
Yeah.
And yeah,
like a mix of both.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's like I actually heard about this concept and like I was listening to like another podcast that was talking about it. It's called like the 7-Eleven rule. It's like it says basically that that customers, or to convert the right way, a customer or like a viewer needs to see your content. I think it's 7 hours of content through 11 touch points across 4 different like platforms or locations for them to be able to actually convert.
I can confirm it because even like me as a customer, so I, for example, I following few business accounts that are solving some problem. Like I'm going, before I wanted to order car from United States. In Ukraine it's popular, so there are a lot of companies that providing these services. And for half a year, I'm just watching their services. Then I choose the best option for me. And then I'm just typing in direct messages, I'm gonna to buy a car from you. And that's all, just this content. I used to watch their content. Their faces and their team members become like a friends for me because I watch their faces more than even my friends, because they're not publishing content, at all. And then I'm just like make my decision. But half a year I just watching the content because it was interesting for me. And they produce it regularly. And they have regular stories, they have regular posts, like each day, different type of posts. Some reviews, some problems that they could happen during this and how they solving these problems. So imagine, for example, your car was damaged during the transportation. A lot of companies don't compensate you any budget, but we just like had this situation and compensate like 15% of damage from our. Great. So it's like a unique selling proposition. And
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. All right, we have 10 minutes left. Rick, do you have any questions you want to ask?
Only question that came to mind was, you had mentioned using AI to help with some of the content development and all that. Any concerns that you have about the fact that you can't copyright AI generated material in your social media work?
In social
Uh,
media work in general,
Yeah,
you
your
know,
marketing
like,
efforts, etc.
yep. For social media, it's like quite specific topic because all posts on social media belongs not for your profile, but it belongs from Meta, YouTube. If you will read these terms and conditions, you will see that you are not an owner of your profile even. So this profile is about these social medias. So you can copyright really even if you generate something and edit it, you can save it on your platform, on your website. And even images, if people will use just your image, yeah, they are breaching the law. But if they will implement plugin with Instagram, for example, no, like Instagram plugin on their website with your pictures, nobody can prohibit it because it's Instagram pictures. It's like public.
Right.
So unfortunately, you don't need even try to
But for your
say,
own website, that might be a different story, right?
yep.
Like
It's
that's something
different
you
stories.
control.
You can
Yeah, you're
control. Yeah. And it's most mistake of some businesses that they focus in a lot of efforts on social medias, but you really depend, not depend, like so their rules, they can remove your profile, for example. You can have 10 million followers, a lot of, if this profile could generate you revenue, they can just block it, and you will lose time while you complaining, make some efforts to restore access to it, and you need to diversify your online presence and have your own platform, your own website. And I think also with analytics, you can analyze more your website than these social medias. So it's better to bring traffic on your website from all online platforms somehow. Like,
but I guess, Rick, you were more asking about like using content that like ChatGPT has made,
So
right.
I
right?
think, sorry,
Go
Julia,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think I think that is important to, with AI specifically, it's good to use it as as a tool, and I think that a lot of platforms crack down on like it doesn't really relate too much to the copyright, but for example, like YouTube recently is having it where you can't monetize at least shorts that are fully AI generated, or have like blatant AI content in it, or it's like I guess low quality AI videos. So they're like different platforms I think are probably starting to cut down or crack down on like the what's it called like managing the amount of AI that's in videos, just because I think it's began to get excessive. So I think in terms of like a copyright standpoint, it may be something to use AI as a tool to create something rather than it being the source point of the creation, if that makes sense. um, yeah,
and
that's my
also
thought.
about text, for example, there are like specific tone of voice and of all these LLMs, and you need to, even if you're using it to generate texts for your posts, some captions, try to update your prompt in AI tools, and then write it a little bit, or train it with your this content that you generated before AI, so you will be able to receive more human text, because now 90, maybe 90% of content in your feed is generated by AI, and you can see the same type of sentences, even how they generate this text. Yep.
One thing that's interesting, I think a good way to tell if something is written by ChatGPT that I can instantly tell is if it has the dash in the middle of your sentences, like the in dash. You can instantly tell if something's written by ChatGPT. So I think if you prompt ChatGPT to not include in dashes, and maybe like you can give it plus giving it a source of your writing, like Vova said, you can like keep the tone without it sounding like it's from AI.
You can train the AI to sound exactly like you. If you give it, you really just need to give it enough information to do that. Yeah. Anyway, look like you had something to say.
No, yeah, I guess I was gonna say that what I was speaking about was specific to text, but yeah, what you said is true for video, like making it training it on how you speak. You can probably even make a custom, like if you want to use like audio for AI, like an AI voice, you can probably make a custom GPT based off of different text that you've written, and then you can create the script for that, and then put that into an AI voice generator and use something that way. Yeah.
Did that answer your question, Rick?
Yeah. No, it was very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so I think we're going to wrap up here. Next month, we will be talking about making compelling and engaging videos for social media. So we'll get more in depth on that. Rick, I hope to see you there. We'll send you an invite, and we will send you this recorded video. So thank you
so much.
And have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.